Hi, and welcome to Real Life with Jenny. My name's Jenny Sanaparatna. Grab your favorite drink and a snack, and we will get started. Today, I have Earl Grey tea, a ginger biscuit, and a mandarin orange. I'm kind of making up for lost time because I have 2 snacks. Woot woot. All right, let's get real. So this morning, I pulled out of my closet a sweatshirt that I'm going to tell you a little bit about first. So in February, right before everything shut down in the United States for COVID, my sister and I went to one of my favorite places in the world, London, England. It is just one of my favorites. Sri Lanka is still my absolute fave. But I love London. It is an amazing place full of life, and there's pretty much anything you could imagine to do there. So for my sister's 40th birthday, we went there to celebrate, just the 2 of us. It was the first time we've ever been on a trip, just the 2 of us, and I learned a lot. One of the things I learned is we are very different travelers. Very, very, very different travelers. She is the kind of person that wants to see everything in great detail for a very long period of time. And I am an overview, quick, let's sit down, grab a cup of tea, and watch the world go by. So we did a little bit of me and a lot of her that vacation. Anyway, one of the days she wanted to do some shopping. She loves vintage, unique, weird things and rocks. I love pretty much anything the opposite of what she does. And so we went to Camden. And we're doing some shopping, and it was raining cats and dogs that day. Of course, it was raining cats and dogs, right? We were in London, England. Come on, Jenny. Anyway, and so she stopped at a shop that had some really weird, crazy vintage stuff that I didn't have any desire to look at. And so she stopped there for about an hour, and I kept shopping. And so I got wet and she stayed dry. Yay, her. And so after we were done, we grabbed a cup of tea and a couple sandwiches. And then we tried to find a sweatshirt because I was freezing. And so we'd stop and I'd be like, nope, it's too expensive. And then we'd stop somewhere else. And I'd be like, nope, that I don't like any of these. And finally, we just stopped at a shop, and I got a sweatshirt that was cheap. It didn't fit me right. It was not a great fit, but it was cheap, right? And so I bought it, and I'm like, fine, let's just go move on because I'm freezing to death. So I bought this sweatshirt. And this morning I put the sweatshirt on. 18 months later, I've used it many times, and it does not fit me. It's not my color scheme. It's actually blue and red, which, if you know me, I only wear black. So it's a very bizarre sweatshirt for me to own. And it does not fit me the way I like sweatshirts to fit me. And so I pulled it out of my closet this morning, and I was like, why do I still have this sweatshirt? And I started thinking about this sweatshirt. And yeah, it has got some fun memories because it was a crazy day with my sister. But really, the reason I still have this sweatshirt is because I haven't taken time to change. I haven't taken the time to try to find something new that actually is going to fit me, and I like the color scheme. I only have one zip-up hoodie because that's kind of how I live my life. I don't like to have a lot of things. Especially with my wardrobe, I really keep it as simple as possible. And then I go crazy, and then I get rid of a bunch of stuff. And anyway, you don't care about that. We're not going to go down that road. But I really was convicted, honestly, that I titled this podcast Cozy or Misfit, It's Your Choice. And I really felt like I have chosen to not do something better for myself. I have chosen just to stick with this sweatshirt and not make a change that's a simple change that could really bring coziness into my life. I have decided to keep this misfit, weird looking sweatshirt and not make the change because it's easy. And how many other things in my life am I doing that with? That is really what I was convicted with when I took out the sweatshirt this morning, that I have allowed things to happen in my life that just are there, and I don't change them because I don't take the time to do it. I don't go, I'm important enough to make this change, right? I spent 3 years crying, literally 3 years crying, stressed out beyond my level, and I never was even looking for another job. Now, how strange is that? Like, I live in the United States, and I live in a place that has a lot of different jobs, and I'm a very intelligent lady. Like, I could really do anything, and I never dreamed. I never looked outside and thought, you know what, this really isn't okay. What the situation that I'm in is really not okay. This does not fit me. It maybe fits other people. There are many people that are still there that they really love it. And that's great. I'm glad they do. But it did not fit me. This job, this situation did not fit me. And I was just okay with it because I didn't take a moment and go, Jenny, the sweatshirt doesn't fit. Let's find a new one. And I know that I'm not the only one. I know that that's not the only situation. I know that you right now could look around your world and your life and think of 15 things that you're just doing because you've been doing it forever. Whether that's your devotions and your prayer time and your Bible reading, and you need to spice that up and you need to make a change. Whether it's relationships, whether it's a job, whether it's your finances. And all you need to do is make a small change to make a huge difference in that situation. You just need to decide whether you want to be cozy or whether you want to have a misshapen, weird-looking sweatshirt. Which one do you want? I'm guessing you want the cozy, but you don't know how to get there, right? You're feeling lost and frustrated, and you're overwhelmed by what's going on. And God is here to say to you today, I'm not God, FYI. But God says to us that He takes care of the sparrows. He takes care of the small, itty-bitty birds. He takes care of the lilies of the valley. He loves us more than He loves nature. And nature is taken care of, right? He takes care of them. He loves them. He loves us. He's got a bigger plan for you than living in your misshapen sweatshirt. You need to make a change. And I am saying this to myself. I've got things in my life that I need to change, that I have just allowed to be there because it's easier than trying to figure out what else to do. And it is as small for me as my devotions in the morning or in the afternoon. By the time I get to it, it is a small thing that I need to change, right? I need to start doing things that make me feel like I'm a good person. I need to stop tormenting myself. Now, there are things in life that are not fun to do, like cleaning the bathrooms. Like, you have to do it. It has to be done. Yuck, yuck. But there are things you have to do, right? Yeah, absolutely. But there are ways to make things better in our lives that we just don't take the time to do. We don't take the time to look for a new job or look for a new sweatshirt or try to reach out and make a new friend. Go to that conference, do something that's a little bit different, just outside your comfort zone. My husband preaches quite often on the 20 seconds of courage. And I am going to encourage you this week to take 20 seconds of courage. It's in the not in the Unnamed Zookeeper. That's my book. It's in We Bought a Zoo. And the Matt Damon person says, all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage and it can change everything. And I'm going to ask you today, if you would dream with me Dream with me and start making small changes to make your life more cozy. Why are you living in your misshapen, weird sweatshirt? Why are you there? Why have you not chosen something cozy for yourself? You are worth it. God knows that you are worth it. He sees you and says you are worth being in a cozy life. You do not have to live this way. You can make that change. You can do it. Come on, guys, we can do this. Well, that is all I have for you today. Short, sweet, hopefully challenging for you to make a small change. I don't know what that change is for you. I have no idea. I know what it is for me. I know that I need, this is going to sound so silly. I need to make cooking exciting again. I am so done with making the same meals over and over and over and over again because we never eat out. I need to make some changes in our mealtime just to make it exciting for me again, right? Get me excited. Find some new recipes. Like, let's make some major fails. Let's do this. You may be hearing about the major fails soon on these podcasts. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do because I am living in the mundane, boring life of dinners at our house right now. If I have chicken one more time, let me tell you, I'm so out of chicken. Anyway, it's time to spice things up in my life. So what are you going to do? Now, I'm guessing it's not something as small as dinner for you, but I have to start small. I have to make a small change to start bringing joy back into my life because I have just been going through the motions. I'm just walking through day by day, getting through at the end of the day going, what did I do? And I want to make a difference in this world. I want to make a difference in the people around me. I want to invest in the people around me. I want them to know that I love them, that God loves them. So what are you going to do? Right? I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to hear about it. You can find me at Real Life with Jenny on Instagram and on Facebook. I would love to connect with you there. You can also find me at christconnection.cc/Jen. All of my information's there. My book's there. My podcasts are there. And my speaking arrangements are there also. I would love to hear from you and see what change you're going to make to go from misfitting to cozy this week.